I'm not a happy camper. This Friday, February 26th, 2016. Good morning, everyone. I am not happy today. Not in the least. This article was sent to me late last night, and it came out yesterday evening. And you know the situation in Flint, Michigan, right in the heart of our homeless ministry, where we go out and we try to meet the needs of the homeless and the poor in the city of Flint. And with this water crisis, now more and more people are finding themselves on the street and homeless. Something needs to be done. There was a call put out just recently, I did a video on this, where the head of the NAACP gave the state of Michigan, Lansing, a 30-day ultimatum to come up with a plan, or they were going to call for bodies. This is all that they need in the city of Flint with the crisis that's taking place. The head of the NAACP said within 30 days is your time limit. If you don't have an infrastructure, you don't have a plan to replace the pipes in the city of Flint, they're calling for bodies, brothers and sisters, to cause civil unrest, civil disobedience. Here's a headline of the story that was sent to me by a dear brother, Brother Randy. We all know, we've been watching the debates, and we know Ted Cruz, you know, the guy from Canada that's running for the highest office in the land. Here's the headline of the story. We're going to go there in a moment. Ted Cruz single-handedly blocking aid to Flint, Michigan. He has blocked $850 million in federal aid that went through and passed. And Ted Cruz said no. He was the holdout. I'm not happy today, and I hope we can send a message, because Ted Cruz will be coming to Michigan. Let me take you to this story real quick. It's just heartbreaking. Here's the article, and I'll put the link below along with the link to our ministry. Ted Cruz single-handedly blocking aid to Flint, Michigan. A package to provide $850 million in federal aid to address the infrastructure and health crisis surrounding the lead-tainted water in Flint, Michigan has hit a stumbling block on its way to a floor vote in the Senate. Ted Cruz placed a soft hold on the proposal so he could study it, a representative told Politico Thursday. A soft hold so he could study it. He's right in the middle of a presidential campaign, so he has shoved this under the rug. Campaigning is more important than giving in his millions and millions of dollars to fund his campaign. So we don't have time to look at Flint, Michigan. Well, let me tell you something. When they want to get something shoved through Congress, they do it quickly. If they want it done, they can do it quickly. They can do it overnight while you're sleeping. We've seen it so many times in the past. They draw your attention over here and they rush something through the Senate and Congress while you weren't looking. This bill was going to pass, but Ted Cruz puts a stumbling block in the way. Republicans had agreed to fund, listen to me now, they agreed to fund the aid package after Senate Democrats conceded to slashing a loan program for vehicle manufacturing, a program for which Michigan senators had advocated. Senator Debbie Stabenow, Michigan, described Cruz's actions as not, we've got ads popping up. I am just so frustrated this morning. I'm trying to get rid of the ads. Debbie Stabenow, let's try it again, described Cruz's actions as not a very smart move for a man who's going to be in a primary in Michigan on March 8th. Remember that date, March 8th. Ted Cruz's campaign had previously shown its support for those affected by the lead contamination crisis in Flint by distributing bottled water in January, but only 2 clinics approved by an anti-abortion advocacy group, according to a Cruz spokesperson. At the time, the water donation demonstrated the pro-life values of Senator Cruz. I believe that's the end of the article. I just wanted to share this with all of you, and I am thoroughly disgusted. Ted Cruz running for the highest office of the land, commander-in-chief. When there's a crisis, what does he do? He sweeps it under the rug. The people in Flint, Michigan are hurting, they're suffering, and they're dying. I'll be right back. Friends, let me tell you, I'm filled with righteous anger. How many times do they rush a bill through that they say is a crisis? That the importance of getting this bill passed, they rush it through the Senate, rush it through Congress, and say that they will read it later because of the urgency. Look at Obamacare. They rushed that through. No one even read what was in Obamacare. This is a crisis. The people in the city of Flint are suffering from lead poisoning, Legionnaire's disease, 10 deaths. They're being evicted from their homes. Homelessness is 1,600 more people homeless in the city of Flint, and this is a crisis. The NAACP has called for now civil unrest, civil disobedience. This would have been the package, $850 million in aid to Flint to stop this civil disobedience. But what does Ted Cruz do? He doesn't have time for the people of the city of Flint. I'm going to share my coffee with all of you. Let me know what you're going to share with PD. Talk about the city of Flint. Ministry announcements. We've had one offering, just one offering, since I seen you last, and that was from Thomas for $77. You need to help me fight this good fight of faith. People are hurting. People are suffering. The homeless situation is at an epidemic level now. We need your help. I'll put the link to our ministry below.